Hello children, today in EVS we are going to begin with new lesson chapter 24 spicy riddles. So here are some riddles related to the spice. So they have named it as spicy riddles. So it's a very interesting lesson. You're going to enjoy it. And I think most of the things you will be able to answer on your own. So the first one is I can be powdered fine to make food hot and spicy. What is hot? Yes, tikha. If too much of me is added, I make you gasp. I mean, you're going to cry. Your eyes and nose burst into water. And you cry. Think and tell me, who am I? Tell me quickly, who am I? So that is red hot chili. Yes, that is also known as red pepper. Okay, then coming to the second one. Grind me and powder me to make your food look yellow. So what is that which adds yellow color to our food? Yes, your mama does that every day when she cooks. In most of our items we add this yellow thing. I am mixed in oil by granny and applied to wounds quickly. So when we get hurt, sometimes our parents also apply this yellow paste. Okay, they make a paste out of it, adding some oil. I heal all your wounds, big and small. That is why I am loved by all. Think and tell, who am I? Tell me quickly, who am I? So it not only gives fragrance and color to our food, but it is also a medicinal thing. So what is that? Yes, that is the yellow turmeric. Very good. Now coming to the next page. Small and round like a pearl, I am black when I am whole. I can be powdered, coarse or fine. A sharp and spicy taste is mine. Whether it is salty or sweet, I am added as a special treat. Think and tell, who am I? Tell me quickly, who am I? So there is something which is round, black, and the picture is also given. It is black pepper. Most of the time we add it in salads, in the omelette. Okay, so and it enhances the taste. We add it in the vegetable soup also, right? So that is the black pepper. Then the next one says, I am a small and skinny chap. Sometimes I am brown and sometimes black. Added to hot oil and ghee, I spread my fragrance all around me. When I am roasted, curd and jaljeera are favorite to me. Think and tell, who am I? Tell me quickly, who am I? So that is something that we use it daily. So we put it in the oil or the ghee before we put the vegetables, right? And it gives a nice fragrance and color to the food. We also roast it and crush it and add it in the chash or in the lemon juice, and which it is also good in taste but also very good for our stomach. So that is, yes, that is jeera. Okay, so all these things you can find in the kitchen. Okay, then coming to the next one. I look like jeera, though green am I. To make your stomach healthy, I always try. Eat me always after your meal. I refresh your mouth. You surely feel. Think and tell me, who am I? Tell me quickly, who am I? So this is very close to jeera. It is soft. In English it is known as fennel. Many times we also like to eat it green. Sometimes it is available at when we visit some places, we can see that green fennel is also available. And most of the time we keep it as mukwas. After the lunch or the dinner, we have it a spoonful, right, which helps in digestion. Then moving further. I look like a nail, but a bud am I. Chocolate brown color and a strong smell have I. When your toothache make you shout, I soothe the pain in your mouth. Think and tell me, who am I? Tell me quickly, who am I? So what is the picture about? Yes, it is a clove. So whenever we have some toothache, we put the oil of the clove or the clove itself, which gives us relief. And it is also added as a fragrance. And many of the garam masalas that are prepared using clove, and many other spices. Now moving further, now try and make your own riddles about 2 other spices. Ask those riddles in your class so that you will do it at your home with your neighborhood friends. Draw the picture of the 2 spices in your notebook and write their names. So this can be done by you. In your notebook, you're going to write their names and the riddles in your notebook. Now, which spices are used in your home for cooking? Find out. Make a list and look at your friends' list too. So, you're going to make a list of the spices that are used in your house. So basically, see, in most of our Indian and Gujarati houses, we have a box of spices with many different columns where we can put different spices in a single box. So you can just go and visit the kitchen and ask your mom to help you about it, and you are going to write the names. Basically, there are the basic things that we use for cooking. There are mustard, there are jeera, then there is red chili powder, then dhania powder, then jeera powder. So basically many things which are common in most of the houses. So you just have to do this homework. Then moving further, when your grandparents were young, which spices were used most in their kitchen? Find out from them and write here. So again, this is going to be your homework. You're going to talk to your grandparents and find out the spices which were different, which are not used now, or maybe the different form of the spices that we use today. Okay, so that you're going to find out. Next is name one spice which is put into both sweet and salty thing. So you are going to find it out with your mom. The hint that I can give is there is a leaf. Yes, a bay leaf that we put in both the sweet and the salty things. But still you need to find it out with your mom. It is about a spice. What is put into the food to make it taste sour? Find out. So if something which is sour in taste, so ask your mom what has she put. Okay, there are many different things that we use to make the particular food sour. So just make a list of it. There are many different things. Then moving further to the next page. Moving to the next page, there's a yellow box. I am Kuthan. I live in Kerala. There's a garden of spices in the backyard of my house. There I can see plants of Tez Patta, that is the bay leaf, small and big cardamoms and black pepper grown. So see, all the spices are grown in his backyard. That is beautiful. See, but Kerala is a state of spices. We get all the authentic and most, effective spices from Kerala. So now the next question is, find out whether any spices are grown in your area and write their names. So you are going to find out, you are going to talk to your adults and find out, is there any spices that is grown in our area, and you're going to answer it. Then the next is, bring some whole spices to class, write their names in the table, close your eyes and try to recognize. See, this all will not be able to do, but at home you're going to the kitchen, you're going to visit the kitchen, ask your mama to get you hands on all the spices. You're going to touch them, you're going to smell them and look at them, observe them, and you can proceed with this table. Okay, so are you able to identify them with the smell, with the touch, and then the name of the spices? Then moving further, let us try to make a spicy chana chaat. Okay, so here we are going to prepare some dish. For this we will need boiled chanas, that is a gram, enough for everybody in the class, enough for everybody at the home. Okay, salt, red chili powder, mango powder, that is amchur powder. Most of us have it, and if you don't have all this variety, you can just use the chaat masala or lemon according to the taste. And also you are going to put some onion and some tomato for your taste. You can put some green coriander. It's going to be amazing then. Then add some salt, red chili powder, amchur powder, lemon juice according to your taste in the boiled chana. So chana, you can take any one of the chanas, whatever is available at your place. Okay, you can take the black chanas also, you can take the Kabuli chana also. To make your chaat more delicious, add a little roasted cumin seeds, black salt and coriander powder. A pinch of garam masala can also be added at the end. Mix the chana well. Sprinkle chopped coriander leaves on the top Hooray, your spicy chana is ready to eat. Wow, that sounds amazing. But if we eat it, if we prepare it, we are going to relish it. Okay, so you'll have to actually do it. So you're going to have fun. So if you can remember, when you were in KG for second, you used to get food from the school, and this kind of item was also there in our menu, right? So there are a few questions. Did you enjoy the chana chaat? Just imagine if there were no spices to make the chana chaat, how would it taste? Tasteless. It would have no taste, right? Try to learn and make different kinds of chaat and enjoy it with your friends in the class. How do spiceless and very spicy things feel on your tongue? Okay, so if it is not spicy, you will not feel any taste, you will not feel any tingle in your tongue. But if it is chatpata, if you have added some spices, some lemon, yeah, some rock salt, then it's going to taste beautiful. You're going to enjoy it. So you'll have to decide which one you like the most. We all mostly like chatpata, right? So here we have learned the importance of the spices in our life, in our food. Okay, and they are also beneficial for our health. If we'll not put all these basic spices, will not be healthy, will not be immune, right? See, basically in this period we have learned how to increase our immunity with that kadas. We add most of the spices over there, right? So we all know its importance, right? So we are done with the lesson. Thank you, children. Happy learning.